Hello everyone, you're welcome to NKspeakspodcast, an eye-opening reaction, thoughts and opinion of football fans here and everywhere. My name is Kelvin, I am your host and I welcome you all to this wonderful show on NK Speaks Podcast. And I have a wonderful guest. Join me in welcoming Tochi, who happens to be a Manchester United fan.
It's nice to be here. It's nice to be here.
Yeah. I'm so honored to have you here. But Tochi, I used to see you singing. How do you manage going for practice and watching football?
Or see like this, that those kind times. Or especially if na Man U match, I don't dey give excuse now. See, I will not tell them say okay, na Man U match. Oh, I will not calculate the time. Our practice is start by 7 to 9.
Yeah.
So Man U match mostly 5:30. Now 5:30, I will not say okay, like 7:30 match don't finish.
Yeah.
So I was strolling enter 8 o'clock. My choir masters already know that. Say me na Man U fan. And once Man U dey play ball, I don't dey go anywhere.
Which one you love pass? Singing or watching Man U?
I don't really know. I don't really know.
But you sing well, actually. You sing very perfectly well. But
Yeah.
which one you dey much more interested in pass?
I go say singing because now man, really they give me that kind of joy. But I don't really know to choose. Now 50-50 dey there.
Yeah.
50-50 that just dey.
I know they ask too much question, but one last question about this your singing stuff. How do you remember your lyrics? How?
The same thing is we come together. So we do rehearsals. Each rehearsal we keep rehearsing and keep rehearsing. We keep rehearsing and rehearsing and rehearsing. So
For how long do you rehearse to know your lyrics?
it depends. If not just like a normal Sunday mass now, we just maybe rehearse Wednesday and Saturday to keep us fresh. Especially at Saturday rehearsal. And sometimes personal homework too matters. So before I leave, sometimes I wake up by 4 a.m. Rehearse the song from my head again. Rehearse. Then before I can go church for can sing am. So now
one thing about life is that we can't do everything. We can't do everything. I want to be a singer actually. I like to sing, but that is not why we are here. We are here to discuss football. We are here to talk about football and to talk about one particular team. Your team. Your team that has been giving you sleepless nights. Sometimes it will give you joy. Sometimes sleepless nights. All right, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk about Man U with Tochi here. Stay with us. All right, guys, you're welcome to NK Speaks Podcast. I'm still here with Tochi on this Manchester United matter. Tochi, let us dive into it. I hope you're ready. Ready, of course. Is the season over for Manchester United? Given the ups and downs that happened when the way they started the season, the managerial sack as well, is the season over for Manchester United?
I think we are looking at the next match day is match day 20 or 19, and we are 13th with 23 points. We are lucky if we finish top 10. We are lucky. We are very lucky if we finish top 10. Now, is the season over in the Premier League? Yes. Let's just see how many games we can win. Then we go for a fresh new season with fresh new players and fresh new mentality and mindset. But for now, it's over. It's over.
Of course, you are still in the Europa League as well. What if something can come up?
Now, it depends. I'm in the Europa League and the FA Cup. The same mistake. When you have this kind of, when a new manager comes in, rotate squad after squad, rotate player after player, and like the Carabao Cup, you are resting players for Premier League that we won't win at that season. I don't know why you are resting players. I know it's for the fitness. We want to keep this player fit, but for Premier League, we will not go win. We are 14th back then when we face Spurs in the Carabao Cup. We are 14th now. Then you rested Ahmad. Ahmad will score against Man City. You rested him. Play Anthony. Play this one. And like, if the manager could just get it right, I know the players are just. I don't know how to describe these players because these players I can't see, they are just rubbish. These players are just rubbish. See, money has to come in again for this squad to be great. Like another 500 million or so.
Another 500 million again?
Yes.
I don't think so. But if you look at the matches against the last match, actually, What's the name of this team? You played Liverpool 2-2. You win against City 2-1. Those matches are not something we overlook. I don't think it's a kind of match that Manchester United go to the game, and then they are not ready. They are not thinking of picking a point. And there was this performance from Manchester United players. There were this performance like, what's going on? Talk us through that. Your own opinion. Why are they giving motivated performance instead of consistent performance?
See, when we go into games, it depends on the mentality we are being given. If you look at that Anfield game, lost like how many? Three now. Three on
Yeah.
the road before coming to Anfield.
Yeah.
We know Anfield is a big side.
Yeah.
We know Liverpool is a big side, especially at Anfield, rather. Last time there, 0-0.
Yeah.
Before the other last time under Eric Ten Hag was 7-0. We know with that crappy performance, everybody wants to, okay, let's see what you can get from Anfield. I don't really know. Sometimes I don't know the mentality of the player. Sometimes, like, how can you play good here and the next game now is Southampton? No, our next game is Arsenal and the FA
Yeah.
Cup now. FA Cup now.
Yeah. We'll dive into that later on.
Yeah, how can you play good here, play trash the next day, play trash? Like, the thing is, even see, Amorim is a good coach. I'm not disputing the fact that he's not a good coach. Getting the best out of these players is now there challenge go dey. Now there problem dey.
We'll still jump into that as well. But you said something about the season not over for Manchester United.
Yes.
You said for the Premier League it's over. For the first time, na only you I don meet wey be Manchester United fan wey dey agree. I was expecting, no, we can still pick up points. We can still be, in the Champions League. We can still compete for the top 4. We can still compete for the top 6. But for you, where do you see the team finishing at that particular position?
Okay, let's see. Liverpool is 46 now. Arsenal 40. Nottingham Forest 40.
Yes.
Then Chelsea, I don't know how many points is Chelsea now.
I guess it's 39 or 38.
We are 23. Let's say we want to chase the league now. Let's say we want to chase top 4. We are many points from the second.
Yeah.
That's 40 minus 23.
Yeah.
More like 17.
17 points.
Now, we don't expect Arsenal to lose games because they're chasing the title. We don't expect Forest to lose games because they're also chasing the title. Now, we're looking at, there are some points we are supposed to pick along the way. Now, our next Premier League game is Southampton. We are supposed to win that one. Are we going to win? That's the question. Because looking at Anfield performance, everybody will be like, Man U go destroy Southampton. Now, Southampton can have their first win under Ivan Juric at Old Trafford. See,
it's possible.
It's very possible because we have seen it happen. It's possible. We have seen it happen. Yeah. Then you ask yourself, I saw quality at Anfield. What am I seeing here? And you be like, now the same players play Anfield. Now the same players now they play for this game.
Motivated performance. I said the same thing. Motivated performance.
So I don't know. Maybe if they reach big teams, they just morale, or maybe they take 1 or 2. Morale, ginger.
Motivated.
Because I don't see sometimes I don't really understand.
Okay, even if they are giving us motivated performance, why can't they be motivated to reach the top 4? Or at least do something. Make the fans enjoy something at the very least.
Okay. Me now, in my head, let me just assume maybe Man U New Year resolution was we lose 1 match for this New Year, which we could see eventually lose. The thing is, where we are expected to lose or drop points from those big teams, we're not dropping points there. We're losing to Bournemouth.
That Bournemouth is normal. You're not now only Chelsea beat them this season, so just count out team. That team is a disturbance already. We're talking about teams like Fulham. You get the point there. Teams like Brentford. I know it's not going to be easy. You get the point there. Brighton, and I'm sure Manchester United are the kind of team that struggles with eye-line and the set piece as well. Conceding from corners, conceding from set piece. What is going on? Is it the manager's fault or your set piece coach? It's not just the manager at this point in time, because Manchester United have been conceding from set pieces. What's going on there?
my take on this set piece issue. We had a bad set piece coach before. We hired Andreas Jorgensen. Was supposed to be the best. It was from Brentford. There was a time Brentford was good at set pieces. If they cross
Of course,
70%
of
goal.
course, of
Like
course.
now, he brought this zonal marking. Where I have issues now is players' physicality. If you look at some set piece,
Yeah.
when do you expect your players to be physical? Let's take the game at Emirates now. You see them, they have this, Arsenal has this tactics for set piece. Like they train like
Yeah,
a
of
full
course.
day for that
Even
set
last season,
piece.
we see Ben White go mark keeper.
So they see most of those things are fouls because you see them
But
obstructing
they,
the
at least
keeper.
they have plan
You know
to
the
score
thing.
or to defend the set piece. They
That's
have
the
plan. What plan do Manchester United do? Sometimes I dey see Martinez go dey mark players like Isak.
guy. See, when it comes to area duel, Martinez is a great defender, but when it comes to area duel, bad.
But we always find him in that kind of position whereby he is the one that needs to mark this main man.
The thing is, when you
How can Martinez be marking a striker like Isak on a set piece?
when it comes to set pieces here, everybody's supposed to know, okay, this is your man, this is your man, this is your
Yes.
man. We have like big men in the squad. We have Ugarte, we have Hoyland, we have Maguire, and we have De Ligt. Now, when it comes to, okay, you have analyzed Newcastle now. Let's look at Newcastle. I've analyzed Newcastle. Like, okay, Isak is their strong man, then Bon is their strong man in the air. You know those players
Oh,
that are good in the air. Then you strategize yourself, okay, Maguire, mark this one, oh. Delete, mark this one. Oiland, you big, mark this one. Ugarte, you mark this one. Leave the rest for the others. The worst part that there's a way to beat Man U. There's a way to beat them in two set pieces. There's a way to beat them.
Yes.
And it's that near post.
Yes.
Who is marking near post? You see Dalot. Dalot is mostly Dalot is switched off. It's always switched off. Like, where's your mind? When it comes to zonal marking, your mind, physicality has to be there. Where's your mind? You cannot just, okay, they play the corner kick.
You have to be brave now. When the ball is you need to be brave. You know that kind of thing. Yeah.
The thing is, when you are playing the corner kick, you know your man. You hold your man. You like hold your man. Stop your man from running. But there's a way you stop your man from running without like conceding a penalty.
Yeah.
So you stop your man from running. But when the ball is being crossed, one or two movements, you see Dalot finding his man, and like,
what were you doing since? what have you been doing since?
Those guys are not meant for Martinez. Isak is not meant for Martinez. Hudson is not meant for Martinez. Now there's a new tactics. Now it's scoring direct now.
Now he's scoring direct now. At least two players have already scored direct against Manchester United this season.
Yeah.
Scoring direct
now.
Puskas nomination against Man U.
So that is scoring direct now. So you have Son doing it at the Carabao Cup.
Yes.
Konya doing it against.
Konya did it in the Premier League.
Now Liverpool almost did their own at Anfield too.
Yes.
I'm like, what's in your mind now? They never playing. Not this thing. See, when they run that ball, not this thing, guy. Like most times, I actually believe say my keeper fit catch penalty down. My keeper fit catch corner.
At some point,
like
you don't reach like that.
If I see say the cross ball, hey, gonna kick corner. That penalty be this one because they don't give that kind of confidence. Because everything now go be like, guy, mo try this team. That's
the same thing I'm saying. That it's not all in the now. That's what's the name of that your set piece coach again?
Andreas Jorgensen.
He has been there even before Amorim.
Yeah.
He's been there before. I guess even before Ten Hag.
No, we hired him during that Ten Hag.
Thank you very much. And then Ten Hag was sacked. I guess he suffered set piece. Even the set piece was even much more better during Ten Hag compared to this one.
Amorim.
So I don't know. Probably Amorim came with his own ideas and all that. It's not working. I will dive into that Amorim tactics very soon. So let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we will dive into Amorim's tactics. Stay with us. Welcome back. Tochi, a quick dive into this Amorim's tactics. We've seen three defense. Win or lose, he's still playing with the three defense. I guess he's playing with two inverted 10 behind the striker.
Yeah.
Would it work? In your own opinion?
The thing is, when you have quality of players, the quality it depends on the players now, because I feel like that's the challenges he's facing. We have three strong centre backs, ball holding centre backs. He plays a 3-4-2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Other people will play 3-4-3 with wingers out, but he plays a 3-4-2-1 with inside forwards. Now, with the 3-4-3, three strong centre backs, his strength is mostly on the wing backs. The reason why Man U has not been exceeding this
I guess it's
under,
the wing backs.
yeah, the wing
Yeah,
backs have been
yeah.
nonsense.
If I could remember vividly when Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea played this three at the back with Rhys James and Chilwell at the wing backs, they were threatening to win the title that season. I guess they even won the Champions League 2021, and then they were supposed to compete for this title
So,
the following season. But because of the injuries picked up by Chilwell and Rhys James that season, it couldn't work out. But with this Amorim's tactics, we've seen Dalot play at the left wing back. Dalot's never really good for right wing back wey be im leg sef. Now you switch him to left wing back. What could make it work?
that was a
And in the history of Manchester United, I have not seen a manager stick with that kind of
tactics. Yeah,
tactics.
yeah. The thing is, when you have these tactics, you make a move with your tactics. Like you believe your tactics can work. You know your tactics can work. It can get you somewhere. You believe in it. The main thing is if he has the players, compare Sporting to Manchester United.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sporting was he came to Sporting, but Sporting was not that this thing. Then he implemented his tactics, keep like every day, sleep, wake up, make sure that tactics work. Now, when it comes to Man U, we don't shows that the quality of players we have at Man U were nothing. We had more threats going forward when Ahmad was a left right wing back.
Yeah.
Then we moved into an inside forward. Still, there was threats, but yeah, Ahmad has more strength there. You know, he uses a left footer as a right wing back,
yeah.
like Nuno Santos now
Yeah.
at Sporting.
Yeah.
Now, we don't have left footers that could play that position.
Yeah.
We could play Anthony there, but Anthony.
Why you gonna laugh? Pokoli. Pokoli.
We play Anthony there, but Anthony. So the thing comes to Shaw not always available. It's injuries. Malaysia coming
Again,
back.
Malaysia he came back from the ACL injury.
No, Malaysia has not been the same as that fighting spirit we know from Feyenoord. It just after that knee injury.
Was he ever good?
He was
before the knee injury.
He was.
Okay.
I would say he was an average teenage left back at that time. So he was good enough. But against the match at Bodo Glimt, I saw Malaysia being outpaced by someone I know. Malaysia in his right.
Yeah.
Back then, my small slide, the ball don't come off. So that injury had a lot to. But anything, see improving on his fitness and stuff like that. No, so the strength is on the wing backs. Now, if our wing back are not providing that creativity, now it comes to the midfield. Now, you have Bruno Fernandes, you have Ugarte, you have Kobe Mino. These are our three best midfielders. And we have Mason Mount, but always on injury. So
let's talk about let's just focus on those ones that are available.
That are available now. Now you have Bruno Fernandes, you have Ugarte, you have Mino. Those are our three creative. Look at matches we have those three. Different. We play a different ball game because those three are actually very good with the ball. Ugarte is good defensively. Mino is good with just calming the pressure. Bruno is good with the attacking creativity. So that thing alone, that trio alone in the midfield. Now, some players will be out of position. Now, we have wingers like Rashford, Garnacho, players that like space, running. Now, you are telling those players who like running on the wings to now be inside forwards. Of course, there will be challenges. Challenges will be. Because they are more better running on the wings than cutting inside, trying to.
Probably that's one of the challenges Rashford has been facing recently.
Rashford is a big player.
But we'll also dive into that Rashford. Yeah, definitely.
So when it comes to those kind of creativity with Bruno, Meno, and Ugarte, look at the matches those three were not there, like Newcastle now. Newcastle had that midfield because what did we play at midfield that day? Casemiro and Eriksen.
Casemiro and Eriksen.
Just imagine.
That match was one of the worst
Performance
I've
ever.
seen.
We couldn't even hold the ball for
You play
10 seconds.
In fact,
For 10 seconds.
I've never seen that kind of dominance before. Manchester United couldn't even register a shot on target on the first half. Yeah, it's not just shot on target. I don't think you cross that 18-yard box. That first line.
We had one chance with Højlund and Casemiro towards the ending of the game with a loose pass.
It's just even a loose pass safe. Let's just
So if you look at our midfield was dominated by Tonali, Guimaraes, and Joelinton.
Yeah.
Of course, they will dominate that kind of midfield with Casemiro, Eriksen, and who do we play for? Zexi. So when the coach removes Zexi within the first 30 minutes of the game, there was ball control. We now had some ability to hold the ball in our own midfield because we were playing like, God, Charmy Rovers will play better. Like, I've seen teams in the League One, National League play better than that. That performance was worse. The same performance those guys put against Ipswich, Casemiro and Eriksen.
How were they able to switch on against Liverpool immediately is what surprises me with that kind of tactics as well.
Now, with Liverpool, Bruno was coming back from a red card against Wolves. Ugarte was coming back from a suspension.
Yeah.
So Bruno and Ugarte didn't play Newcastle. Yeah. So now they have the chance to play Newcastle. And our coach now, we know that Bruno, Ugarte, and Meno is the strongest midfield we will ever have for this season.
Yeah.
For this season. So he knows now that, okay, those three has to start. They have to. And Bruno on a normal day, coming back from suspension, watching that Newcastle game, looking at, hey, see my team, if I did it now, this thing for no happen. Because I believe if Bruno was there, some stuff no go happen.
At least
some stuff no go happen.
Yeah,
so
at least.
Now those kind of things embedded in the player. We took that game with our hearts. Normally we're supposed to be afraid for the first 20 minutes
against Newcastle. Manchester United afraid against
it has gotten
to that.
Their two goals was within the first 20 the first 20 or 15. There was a goal. That goal, if Tonali scored that goal will have a Puskas all the way from post to post. Our leg no touch ball, like we no mark, like road free no police, road free no police guy. See, like just if you see that ball hit bad guy, because if that ball enter net, Puskas
against Man U,
like the thing, like the midfield was just dead, was just collapsed. So
how about the forwards?
Forward, we don't have issue with the forwards. Ahmad has been our best player. Højlund needs more service. Still the striker in the Premier League that still has the lowest service.
How about Zexi?
See, when it comes to Zexi, there's a time you play Zexi.
What time?
There's a time you don't play Zexi.
What time do we play Zexi?
Now that's the question.
Let's start from
what time do we play Zexi? Zexi is the player that does the link-up play. He's not a 9. He says he's not a 9. So we can play him as an inside forward. Now, I feel that performance against Newcastle when we played them as an inside forward didn't work because we have nonsense at the midfield. Eriksen and Casemiro was nonsense. Imagine playing Zexi as an inside forward when you have Ugarte and Bruno or Ugarte and Kobe Meno. He will play better. He can link up play better. So the thing is, for Zexi to work, he needs some pair. He needs the midfield and the left wing back. Because when he receives the ball, he faces back, looking for who to pass, so that one can give the other pass. So Zexi all around is not really that bad. He has played 3 defense before. This is where he thrives. He played 3 defense in Bologna. Højlund has played 3 defense in Atalanta. Most of our players have played 3 defense before. Ugarte has played 3 defense. Amorim coached him.
Definitely.
So most of our players have played 3 defense. Mazzaro has played it. Bayern Munich. So like these are players that are not supposed to have issues with playing the 3 back, wing back, inside forward, a striker problem. They're not supposed to have it. But I know Zexi will thrive. Now, he's coming from a new league. It's just patience. He has scored some goals. He has assisted some goals. Will I call him a bad signing? With the way we know in Manchester United now, we need that kind of. We need to be hearing your name. Like, yes, there's more to this, like to expect from Zexi. Is he giving much? Does he want to give much? He wants to play for. This is a person that wants to play for Manchester United. He knows he has, like, I have what it takes. But when showing what it takes, that's what the Premier League is a different ball game. Amorim was a boss at Portugal. Coming to England now, getting beaten by Bournemouth, getting beaten by Newcastle. So another ball game. Drawing Ipswich, another ball game. They are not Famalicão, they are not Rio Ave, they are not Benfica. So it's another ball game for Zexi. So I feel like if you can coach him better, this is a player that could last you for 5 years. If you can coach him better. My issue now, same with Anthony. But the problem with Anthony was, I feel like the fans has had a lot to do with. And when Anthony came to Manchester United, let me just use 2 minutes to talk about this.
Yeah.
When Anthony came to Manchester United, scored on the debut against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Then the next match, didn't do much. It was more of this,
In the next match. The next match was against City. I think the
6-3, he scored
one.
Yeah. So it was this kind of Brazilian ball juggler, kind of skills guy under his former manager. So you expect those kind of things.
He doesn't take football more serious.
Like that. So he was from the Netherlands league back coming to Premier League. Those players would not find. Gakpo didn't find his form till now. So we need Anthony to have that. Okay, Anthony, this is the time for you to excel. Would you excel? Now the thing is, Anthony is more of this skillful kind of person, but we just need Anthony to be more attacking minded. You are a winger, for Christ's sake. We are not here for entertaining football where you spin the ball with your feet. We are not here for this. I feel like Anthony, the problem with him is decision making. His decision making is bad. When you are running like this, why stop? Why stop? Dribble the player, you are not going to dribble the player. Then you end up losing the ball. Player R2, you will not play. You say you want to pass.
That means he does the right thing at the wrong time. He does the wrong thing at the right time.
So, like, if you look at the goals he's supposed to score and the goals he's supposed to assist, Anthony was good. We saw him at Ajax. We saw him there. We saw him try. Everybody wanted Anthony. Mm-hmm. You can't say he's nonsense, he's flop, some players are just like that. When they don't cope under this thing. I feel like, okay, fine. Anthony might be looking probably to loan. I won't say we should sell Anthony. Because now we are selling Rashford. Probably we'll sell Rashford. Probably we'll sell Sancho. Because I don't really think Sancho fits Manchester United. I feel like Sancho was more of a betrayer and stuff like that. Because Anthony does. If Sancho was saying he was training because of training, sometimes Anthony would not play. We don't see Anthony going on social media.
Can we just say what's happened to Sancho happened to Anthony? Probably Sancho is Sancho is kind of a tactical player. Anthony might be as well. Probably he's a tactical player. It might not suit Ten Hag and even Amorim's style of play. It's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But I want Ten Hag to play Anthony as the right wing back.
I don't think that boy wants to play wing back. There was I think there was one particular game he was supposed to play as left back. I think he was coming in. Ten Hag had to give him an instruction to play as left back. The body language on that day, you also saw that match.
Now, if you are Anthony, you are at your peak of your career because he's 24 or 25 or so. You are at peak of your career like this. You want to play. I feel like if Anthony could play the left back, exactly like Nuno Santos now. Anthony has good defensive cover. He's good at tracking back. He's very good. Yeah. He's one of our best wingers that tracks back. Garnacho and Rashford, they don't do that more often. Anthony does that. His work rate on the pitch is actually like he runs back, runs forward. He does those things. He does it. But when you give him the ball, When you give him the ball, guy, do something, attack now.
Just do
That's the
something.
problem. But when he loses the ball, he runs hard to get it. When he collects the ball now, what to do with the ball, he doesn't know. I feel like he needs more coaching on that. See, yeah, new left backs might come in, new wings back might come in, but for now, the coach is just experimenting on these players. He'll be like, okay, delete, you go play this place, you go play. Like, he's experimenting, still experimenting. He has not gotten his full 11. Because for a coach to get his full 11, that means my full trust is like, this 11 can play anything.
Play anything, yeah.
So if there's no full 11 in Manchester United, we'll see another change again. We'll see another change. The next match against Arsenal now, I'm expecting change. Maybe Anthony can start that match. Who knows? So that's the thing. So those are challenges. The most challenge we face inside forward, wing back. There's a lot of creativity to be done there. A lot. When I mean a lot. The wing back are not giving crosses into the box. Can Dalot even cross? Mazraoui is more defensively minded. Doesn't even go forward. He goes forward, but what does he
offer when he gets to that?
What does he offer?
Why did you sell Bissaka and bring in Mazraoui? What kind of transfer is that?
We thought Ten Hag would be we thought giving Ten Hag the right players actually boost his stay or boost his performance at the club. Mazraoui to Wan-Bissaka is actually
more of the same.
No, it's not more of the same. I would say it's better because Mazraoui offers a lot when going forward with the four back, not as a wing back. Because if he goes forward as a wing back, then tracking back is the problem. And we have Ahmad. Sometimes Ahmad tracks back. But what of the times he gets slow, then Ugarte tracks back. So he has when it comes to wing backs, it's not always most of crossing into the box. Your decision making at that point. We need players whereby, like Arnold now. When Arnold gets to the 18, he knows what to do. He knows when to pass. He knows when to start. That's what makes it right back. Robertson gets to the 18. He knows what to do. He knows where to cross the ball. Sometimes I feel like Liverpool stay back and just keep on, doing this cross. Because if Liverpool crosses are on point, they don't miss. They don't miss. Like I don't think.
I don't know who is their set piece tactician coach. Like those boys are good. I don't think they can be replaced that easily.
Like really easily. Like we see Trent going out of this thing for the summer. Trent is actually a nice option for us. But I
don't even think he's going to play for Manchester United.
Yeah, I say we retire. That was 2022 or so. Yeah. But you see players like they know what decision making is the problem. Dalot doesn't know when to do those things. Mazraoui doesn't know when to do those. Mazraoui played more better under Amorim as a left center back. He played more right center back rather. He played more better there. Tackles 1, interceptions 1. Was a wing back creatively nothing.
He had a bad game against Gordon.
Nothing. Even cost a penalty against Bournemouth because he had nothing to offer. Going forward. It takes another brave. When you have wingers where they don't even look, they know where you will be at that point in time.
So another challenges we'll be looking at apart from the wing backs would be how about the striking option? Hojlund is not getting enough goals. Zexi, nothing to write home about. That striking option could be another challenge for Amorim.
Yeah, the striking option could be more. There's a rumor now saying you want to loan Zexi and get Gyökeres from Sporting. Getting Gyökeres is not the thing. Let's look at Hojlund when being served the ball. Is he a misser? I think not. I think if you give Hojlund 10 chances, he might probably score 7. He's not a misser. Is the striker in the Premier League that doesn't have a lot of save. Ipswich striker, Delap has more service than Hojlund. And this is a player that is from Ipswich. And we don't feed the ball to the striker. We don't. He had to wait till the middle season for him to get his first goal at Manchester United against Aston Villa. So See, I know Oiland will perform. The first day he played in the Champions League for us against Bayern Munich was Bayern Munich was our first game. He scored the goal against Bayern Munich. Scored in the next match. Scored. I know this player is good. I know this player can perform. Serving ball.
You think the midfielder is not producing well?
There's no creativity. See,
Bruno, what is Bruno doing? At least every season we used to see Bruno with the highest creativity. Who is scoring the goals?
that's the thing. Now Bruno will create chances. Before he has to create to the wingers. What does the winger do with those balls? That's the question. Before Bruno could find Højlund in a match, it will take up to probably an hour because I think Wolves he was so frustrated. Højlund was so frustrated at that Molineux stadium. He was so frustrated. So we don't find him. The creativity Bruno has passing the ball to the wingers. What does the wingers or the wing backs do with the ball? Nothing. There's no creativity going forward. There's none. Bruno has to force his way. See, Bruno is our big man. Bruno is our star player. Bruno is our talisman. We win is Bruno. We lose is Bruno. Because I hear some critics saying Bruno is trash, selling. Look at the matches Bruno don't play. And look at our performance in the matches Bruno don't play. We are nonsense. Newcastle, nonsense. We didn't play anything against Newcastle apart from Maguire's header that hits the bar. That was our only shot on target throughout that match. That was our only shot on target. One shot on target against Newcastle. How many did Newcastle have against us? How many? How many balls Nana saved that day? And we watched the match. We watch out. So he's our best player on the now it goes to Ahmad too. I feel like Ahmad needs technicality. Finishing is his problem. Ahmad is worse at finishing.
Yeah.
He doesn't know when to. If you look at the goal against Anfield, it's a nice goal. Alisson didn't react very fast. Because if Alisson reacted very fast, that ball will not enter.
So what do you think Amorim should do to make?
See, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. You don't. It took Klopp almost 3 years to build Liverpool to this standard.
It's even up to 6 years.
It takes a lot. Now, are we going to be patient?
No, absolutely not.
Because we have been patient with the last manager.
Absolutely not.
We
don't have that time.
There's no time. The thing is, project 2028. We were expected. That was when Manchester United reached, I think, 50 or 150 years of, I don't know, but was expected to win a title, Premier League by then. 2028 is the goal. Like when you say project 2028, like by 2028, you are supposed to be that high standard club whereby you have Liverpool and Man City now. You be like, okay, I want to go face Man City, I want to go face Liverpool, I want to go face Arsenal, and you have that fear, like, that big teams coming. They are big, but Manchester United, like, I don't think the opposing team will be like, now big team want to go face. They'll be like, Manchester United, just let us play through them, and we get played very easily, so. The thing is, it's going to take time. Will the fans be patient? We will not be. We'll up in your ass, asking questions. Hey, why didn't you play this? Hey, why didn't you play this? Why didn't you draw back? Why didn't you? I think we should be patient. I know Amorim knows what to do. He has never been scared. He has never been. He told us before, stormy times will come. Stormy times came. Lost 3 in a row.
All these coaches' press conference is what I don't want to be listening to at some point. I just want performance. Ten Hag gave us a lot of press conferences. Like,
don't judge us now. Judge us at the end of the season. He was not even there to the end of the season.
He was not even there to the end of the season. So I just think all these coaches are just trying to let us just sympathize with them or something. This is Manchester United. This is Old Trafford. Forget what Peter Dewey said about everything old. But okay, everything is old. We want new things. Why can't we achieve new things at Manchester United? If we can achieve old things, what's happening to the new things?
I think the new things, it take good things, take time. Just takes time.
I guess to me, I don't know. I don't know because for me, it's enough time. Is it the Glazers family? Are they supposed to sell the club? Rumor has it now that Elon Musk is interested in buying one football club. So
I came to
Baba Fikon just help us buy my make
everything just make everything.
Or Ronaldo said something is
buy
bigger club. Help us buy my so changes we'll go on a short break and we'll come back. We'll have a discussion about this Rashford saga. Is he going to remain at Manchester United during the course of this transfer window? We'll find out, so we'll come back. Stay with us. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to this wonderful show on NK Speaks podcast. Tochi, we're still on this Manchester United matter. Now, let us dive into this Rashford's future. What's going on? Is he leaving? He said in the last post or in his last tweet under Fabrizio Romano, he said he is open for new challenge. Where could you see him going?
Rashford is an exceptional player. I wouldn't want Rashford to leave. Not like this. But if he leaves, no harm, no foul, no hatred. Rashford has done everything for the club. He has been one of our brightest stars right from the academy. Obedience, that kind of stuff.
Obedience.
Yes. Yeah. See, when issues came, Rashford is a person whereby when issues like when we started Rashford, we started wearing number 39 from Ibrahimovic era. Ibrahimovic said what was
The remark made of Rashford from Ibrahimovic said he's a magical kid, winning the Europa League. Rashford has been this shining star from the academy. He has always been on the top, wanted to be the best, wanted to let the world see him. So since Rashford became the highest best player, like the paid player in Manchester United, we ask questions that there are most times we know when losing, football is a different game. Football has to do with physical and mental at the same time. Rashford head is not there. But I mean, sometimes he doesn't come early to practice, to the coaching practice.
His
Doesn't
body
come.
language
The body language is like it became. I don't want to play for this club, and sometimes you see him giving his best. Like all those kind of mixed signals. Like guy, you want to stay, I mean, you don't want to stay under Amorim. Amorim has been one of the most communicative person I've ever known as a Manchester United coach. Like Mourinho.
Yeah.
Mourinho will call you out and tell you that you're nonsense. Those kind of vocal coaches. And we don't see issues whereby you say, okay, you try to baby coach the issue. The first time Amorim dropped Rashford was because he saw Rashford. I think Rashford went for a club or something, and something like that. Like so it has to do with Rashford going out after like he lost or so. Or probably that was the first time. Then he dropped him again the second time. He said
Right.
he and Garnacho didn't perform well in training against the Manchester Derby game. If Rashford doesn't want to play, I feel like Rashford has the respect of Manchester United. Now we should, if you don't want to play for the club, say okay. Now he's saying he's
You already
open to
said it.
he's open to new challenges. I'm not. I won't be sad if Rashford leaves. I won't be.
You won't be
Rashford,
sad.
I won't be sad if
Are you
Rashford
sure?
leaves.
You're emotional already.
I won't be sad. I won't be sad if Rashford leaves. Rashford, within 2 years, Rashford has not given us anything.
Yes, it's true.
He hasn't given us
After
apart from scoring that 30 goals.
30 goals,
Yeah, he hasn't given us. The next season we're like, wow, that Rashford on this
we're
wing.
expecting, yeah.
With
The
this one on the
expectations became
wing,
very
Oilon
high.
on the wing, Sancho there,
Yeah.
Manchester United on paper were the best.
On the football pitch.
We don't see them. So the thing is, with Rashford leaving, I don't have issue with Rashford leaving. Now, who is replacing Rashford? That's the thing.
They've not even started talking about the replacements. And then the one who you have to replace is leaving anytime soon.
Anytime soon.
And your team is not talking about the replacements.
Now, the thing is, we have a lot of stars from the academy. Garnacho could replace Rashford. But we're looking at a season whereby there will be injuries. We are playing the Europa League. We are playing the FA Cup. Injuries
With the amount of football matches
which
now.
we're expected to play in a month and stuff like that. So, looking at everything, honestly, I wouldn't want Rashford to go. And also, I won't be sad if Rashford leave. Rashford has been an exceptional player. Fact.
Big
He
respect.
earned that number 10
Yeah.
shirt. Fact. I believe Rashford's supposed to be a captain of Manchester United because there's a way Rashford plays
He has the love of the fans too.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rashford has been exceptional, but these days he's finding his groove, dropped out of England squad. There's no integrity. Just now, I feel maybe he's more depressed than more like.
Is it time to leave?
I feel like it's time to leave. I feel like it's time to leave. Ronaldo left back Barcelona.
How about are we not being harsh on Rashford? How about the team? What could be the reason why he's leaving?
Yeah, there might be some speculations saying he's not with good terms under the new manager, telling him to play as an inside forward. Maybe that's not a place he thrives at and stuff like that. But I believe like when you're on this part of your life, this peak of your career, I mean, like there's one thing that makes Messi and Ronaldo great. There's one thing that people don't know. Messi and Ronaldo are
Boss still did that Rashford body.
yeah, boss still did the Rashford body. But there's one thing that makes Messi and Ronaldo great. You can tell Messi, don't play at the wing. Come and play attacking midfielder. And he will play there excellently well. You can tell Ronaldo, don't play striker. Come and play wing. Play excellently well. Also, like those things make a good player. You don't Rashford earns more 350 per week. 350 per week. Like playing or not playing is earning that money. So we expect that much. Ten Hag started this issue with cutting people's salary. That's why he chased away Ronaldo. He had issue with players with wages. I think Amorim too has the same issue. You can't be 350 per week and giving this nonsense performance in my training. It's not possible. So that's inside forward. I know some players will be left without place in that Manchester United squad. We are seeing them already. Rashford might be one of them. I feel like Garnacho is younger than Rashford, so we can actually train Garnacho to be that. But Garnacho has this pride and this ego. I know he has been something from the youth cup, from the youth league to promoted to the senior league and senior team, and he played well, excellently well. At the time he was benching Rashford, so he was one of our best left winger. Garnacho is one of our best left winger. We can currently see now. Say bring out your two best wingers. You can see Garnacho is there. So Garnacho has this ego, but can he feel the shoes of Rashford? I think no, he can't feel. In as much as Rashford is leaving, let's be honest with ourselves. Nobody in that Manchester United squad right now will feel Rashford's shoes. Where Rashford has dribbling, Rashford has speed, Rashford has finishing. Guys, you need to see Prime Rashford.
I don't know.
Like,
We all love Prime Rashford. We love Prime, but I don't understand what happened to the pace, what happened to the finishing, what happened to the body line, what happened to the fight. Even with Rashford's celebration after scoring, you see the fight in him, you see the hunger in him. What's going on? He just switch off. Like I guess it's time to leave too.
I guess it's time to leave.
What team would you recommend for Rashford?
Yeah, the thing is
that suit his playing style.
The thing is, okay, we have AC Milan bidding for Rashford. Rashford is not bad. He's not. Yeah, he will fit AC Milan perfectly well. But you have runners like Leao, Pulisic. Imagine benching Pulisic for Rashford or benching their striker for Rashford. Like Rashford will fit in that squad, but who does he want to bench? Because they have Leao there. Leao is very good creatively. Leao is very good. We have Morata as their striker. That one too, very good in the air. Pulisic on the other hand, very good too. So
Chukwueze is also in the thing too.
Like where does Rashford? But if you look at Borussia Dortmund, also having interest in Rashford could
Juve.
Rashford
Juventus there too.
But I feel like Rashford his style will be in Germany. And Italy. Because in Spain right now, Barca is broke to buy any player. Atletico Madrid, they are enough now like this. And Real Madrid now, they don't.
Rashford for Real Madrid, it's impossible.
They have Vini, Mbappe, Brahim Diaz, Hendrick. Rashford is not. So
how about Chelsea?
I would love to see him in Arsenal. Actually, I would love to see Rashford in Arsenal because I feel like Martinelli for Rashford. That's an upgrade now.
Yeah, big upgrade.
That's a very
Yes,
big
a
upgrade.
big-
Have
yeah.
Rashford on the left, Saka on the right, then just find Gyökeres as a
Arsenal will
nine.
suit him.
Arsenal will
Perfectly
suit him,
well.
but the thing is, Arsenal don't want
Imagine
to.
playing Rashford, Odegaard, and Saka with one better striker. No be car, no be half. You know that kind of thing.
So that's the thing. You don't bench. You don't. Rashford is that good, very good. But with English clubs want to buy Rashford, with Chelsea say okay, Rashford could be our missing nine, or it's not even a nine.
No.
So Rashford could be our missing winger or the person that fits these tactics perfectly. Arsenal, would they have the money to go and tell Manchester United, okay, we are giving you 60 million, 65 million, give us Rashford? They are not going to do that. So Rashford is outside England. He's open to new challenges, but I don't think England will be that nice. Normally, we would love to see Rashford still play in England in another red shirt. Maybe he goes to Liverpool. Maybe he goes to Arsenal. Sanchez came from Arsenal to Manchester United, so we can actually lose our one to Arsenal too. But they are not bidding for him at this point in time. So it's either Borussia Dortmund or AC, because AC Milan keeps pushing for Rashford. They keep pushing. They want Man U to take the biggest wage, but it's not about if Rashford leaves. If Rashford leaves, who fills the space? That's the thing. The coach have to. If you are chasing this, if Rashford is able to go, I think the board is supposed to be looking at possible replacements. And when I mean possible replacement, I don't mean just sign one.
If you're the coach now, or if you're Amorim, who would you replace Rashford for?
Now, if you want to replace Rashford now you have to replace Rashford with a player that fits your style. So I'm thinking he's going back to his team. I think he's going back to his team. Because if Amorim, say, the thing is, if Amorim wants to replace a player like Rashford, he has to go for a player he can fully trust. So where can he fully trust his players? Back at Sporting. Well, you know that, okay, if I bring this player now, I trust this player when I did my former club. If I bring and come here, like the same thing Tehad does. I trust Anthony, I trust Onana, I trust Martinez, I trust Delete, I trust Mazraoui. He brought them. Those trust was there. So if Amorim wants to replace Rashford, I don't think he's looking that far. So he has to just look at Sporting and like, okay, let us get Gyökeres instead. That's a massive upgrade. But the money now, Gyökeres release clause, well, we might not get him. Okay, we'll say, okay, let us go for Brangasa or Goncalves. But I don't feel like those players have a lot to give like Rashford does. So if we're going to for an experienced winger now, we are going for Leao. Will AC Milan sell Leao? That's another question. So we don't really know where.
Players like Rodrigo, Real Madrid.
Rodrigo could be nice, or Brahim Diaz could be nice, but will Real Madrid sell Rodrigo? I think he has this price tag of 65 million. If we actually make an official bid, but probably in the summer, can't spend that money in January because we're looking at wing backs this January. So we have signed them this guy from one. I don't know the club where, but Diego Leon from one club.
The wing
So
backs,
what we talk about, but at least it's something. If the player,
the wing backs, what we
talk about, yeah, but it's something for Manchester United. But we don't really have that money to spend on this January transfer window. So we're looking at the players we can get out. So looking at Rashford, would he stay? 80% say he's not staying. 20% of Manchester United fans hope he is able to take on the Amorim challenge. Seeing the Amorim, this thing as a challenge for him and take it on and say, I can still play in this part. But I feel like his head is outside. So you don't want to force a player to play for your club if he doesn't want to play for your club. It's fight for the badge. You have players that want to fight for the badge every day. Yeah, that like Ahmad has always been fighting for the badge. So those players want to fight for the badge. You have Kopama fighting for the badge for Chelsea. Doesn't play just because he wants to play. He plays because he plays for the badge. Enzo plays for the badge. So it's not about playing for myself. You're playing for the badge. So when you get players that want to play for the badge, that's when you have a shot at winning something. I'm not saying Rashford is not good going forward with us winning something, Or does he want to play for the badge? Does he likes to play for, like, would he play for Manchester United? It's a question you need to ask. And if he says he doesn't want to play for money, why force him play? We just sell him. I think we have lowered his market value. We'll sell him now for almost like 40 million or so.
He wants to leave.
He
Doesn't
wants
want
to
play,
leave.
yeah.
So the thing is, we don't want to force a player to play for the badge because he will not give their best. So that will sell him and buy someone else. Like Sancho now. Sancho doesn't play for the badge for Manchester. When he was Manchester, he's a different baller in Chelsea. I'm like, now this Sancho for Manchester United, he's a different baller in Chelsea. But we don't force players. Anthony wants to play for the badge, but he doesn't have the skill to show for it. He doesn't have the talent, rather, to show for it. It's a person that wants to play for the badge. He turned down Olympiacos. The deal has collapsed. Olympiacos now, I'm just telling you now, he turned down Olympiacos. Anthony, you will be saying, they see shit. Say he's comfortable to stay for bench. He's comfortable because he wants to play for the badge. He knows that he wants to play for the badge, but is the talent there to play for the badge? No. So I feel like if we sell Rashford and give Anthony more chance at the ball, it might not be a great decision. But you just need fighters more than people that just play for themselves. Just need fighters.
Yeah, quick one before we go. Let us dive into your next football game against Arsenal. Quick one before we go. I guess it's time, but we'll take this before we go. Will there be another motivated performance from Manchester United?
I feel like coming into that game against Liverpool at Anfield, playing 2-2. Arsenal coming from a defeat at Emirates against Newcastle, losing 2-0. No, Arsenal's beating us under Ruben Amorim this season. They are the only big side that have beaten us under Amorim. With corner. Yeah, that team was
Win and win.
Corner.
Win and win.
Win. Let me say win now.
Win and win. And their own tactics be that.
If you are chasing the league, you have to do more than corner. You don't see corner as being a tactic guy. As your the way they are so confident about taking corner kicks than actually playing. If you look at the match, Arsenal Man.
Are you saying they are not playing good football?
They are playing good football. But if you look at the match, Arsenal Man under Ruben Amorim at Emirates, we bossed them in the possession. The only time they actually was the corner. If you look at Manchester United fans were something like, okay, if to say no be corner now, if no scores, if no be corner, he no scores. So now we have the upper hand. Saka is out. Those in-swinging corners, he's not there. So there's nobody to win those in-swinging corners. Say they play Odegaard. So now some players are out on injury for us now. We are fit now. We can say, okay, maybe Mount and some other players not being fit. We are fit now. So the mentality is supposed to be high going there. If Manchester United are supposed to win this, a slim win. We're talking about
prediction.
It's a slim win. If Manchester United were ever supposed to win, but I'm not saying
whoever supposed to win. Yes, I want to get your prediction.
So if Manchester United were supposed to win, I see this thing as being a goal. Because Manchester United will surely score.
Are you sure we won't get that kind of dreadful performance against Newcastle again?
It can't happen because we know except if like I said earlier, rotating the coaches, the Amorim rotates. So it depends on the lineup he brings up against Arsenal. And I'm like looking at the lineup. I'm like, I think Casemiro there, guy. I'm not watching. If I see Casemiro there, guy, I'm not watching. If I see Eriksen there, I'm not watching. They won already. Yeah. If I see Casemiro and Eriksen, they won already. I'm not watching. But if there are some players I'm expected to see. If I see some players, I'm like, okay, this guy here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's all jump into that matter finish. Because don't enter Eriksen too much. We know that those players will leave, definitely.
Yeah.
We know. But this is Eriksen. Come on. Don't be too harsh. This is Eriksen. This is the grandmaster. Don't be too harsh. If you play Eriksen against Arsenal, to me, it's not a bad idea. At least you get the creativity.
If he plays Eriksen,
the creativity that you're complaining for, that Rasmus Højlund is not getting more chances. If Eriksen and Bruno play, at least creativity.
If you're looking at, we are not playing Ipswich. Rather, we're playing Southampton. Arsenal midfield is going to cause problems. They are physical on the ball.
Yes,
like
they are
so we
very
need players whereby Eriksen fainted, guy. Eriksen fainted. Euro last 2 years, last 2 Euros, guy. Eriksen fainted, guy. So I'm not going to play him in a midfield of Declan Rice, Partey, Mike Merino. I'm not going to play Eriksen in that midfield there. I could play Casemiro, but Casemiro forgets his position.
He can lose passes, he can make mistakes,
and he doesn't recover.
So
quickly. I'm sticking with my Ugarte and Merino anytime, any day against that midfield. See, I don't want to see any changes. Give me that same change, that same squad of Anfield. Put it there. Maybe you can rotate for Southampton because it's Southampton actually all day.
Yeah.
And they say
that performance.
See that Arsenal game. Don't change any player, right? Make Amorim watch this thing. Don't change any player, right? See, if you change player, you don't finish.
Amorim, I guess you're listening.
No change. Because if he changes, we are doomed. We are doomed. See, okay, fine. Arsenal creativity is not going to come out from the right-hand side. There's no Saka. There's no one Neri, one Neri. There's no one Neri. So now, we have just one target man. Block Odegaard. So now, who is your best pick to block Odegaard? Is it that you go for a person that is more physically minded like Ugarte? Or you go for weak-ass Eriksen? Yeah, you can't go for weak-ass Eriksen. No, you can't go. I mean, that match is fire for fire. Odegaard gives his, Bruno gives his. So Bruno needs that backup. Not that the Bruno that is supposed to create is running back to come and defend. That match go one way. So I don't want Eriksen there. Don't play Eriksen. Don't play Casemiro. I'm begging, guy. At this stage of my life, I'm begging. Now, if for the wing backs, if you want to be creative, you can say, okay, you want to play Tyrell Malacia and Anthony. Not bad. I'll give you that. That's not bad. That's not bad. But see, those inside forward must be Bruno and Ahmad. I don't want to know what will happen. Bruno, Ahmad. Maybe you can change Højlund for Zexi. Yeah, but see, Bruno and Ahmad must play that two. That two there, Bruno and Ahmad. Menu and Ugarte must play that place.
Make you do another thing.
Yeah. See, if you do another thing, see, and now questions come into my head.
Yeah.
It's about who plays right centre back. I wouldn't want to see De Ligt there.
Why not? He has space.
De Ligt is awful. Like, look at the game against Anfield. De Ligt's performance.
Who would you prefer?
I would prefer Lenny Euro there. Play Lenny Euro on the right, Maguire central, Martinez on the other side.
Who would face Saka?
But Saka is not playing. That's the thing.
Saka is not playing.
So Saka is not playing. So it will be Martinez on the other side. Yeah. But Saka is not playing.
If Amorim wants to win the game, I guess he should play more of this attacking threat at that left wing. Because Saka is not
there. So that's the thing. So now we are expecting a big another kind attacking.
You just put Anthony DSF.
That's the thing.
At least you have Martinez behind him.
That's the thing. Anthony could play there. Malacia could play there. We need Otalos could even play there. But
Otalos can even go back to his position.
Like creativity has to come from those. See where our strength lies in that match. What stops us from winning that? What makes us win that match? It's the creativity of the wing backs.
Yeah.
If our wing backs are creative, we will win. Because there's no Saka now. The only man is Odegaard. Odegaard is creating. And Declan Rice runs. He just runs with the ball, pass it, and expect Jesus or Kai Havertz to do something at the front. So we wait for Odegaard. And I know Kobe Menu and Ugarte will hold Odegaard for me. I know. So when going forward, they don't have anybody going forward. Partey now. You saw what Bruno Fernandes made Alisson, McAllister, and them Trent do.
Mm-hmm.
I know Bruno can give a top-notch performance at Emirates.
Mm-hmm.
But who's
brilliant assist for Martinez against Liverpool.
So who is supporting? Now you want to play Bruno with Casemiro and Eriksen. Yeah.
You don't like man, you
don't know me. So it comes down to this now. Arsenal's strength lies in corners. Oh God. If you can get out of
at least just mark Gabriel and Saliba.
There's a way they do this there. When they want to play their corners, like the players are very far back. Then they run at the same time. So like the defender will be like, who I want mark. Before you know, concentration lost. Person don't score anything.
And they will do that consecutively in a game. So how long can you defend that?
The thing about Arsenal's corners is, guy, their deliveries are okay. Their deliveries are always entering. Near post, yes.
Pinpoint near post.
Yeah, those kind of things. They are good with the delivery. So who would I want? Now the question comes around Kobe Mainoo. Could he be that aerial guy? But if we have our strongest man marking the people that is going to cause us trouble, hey, Maguire, mark Gabriel, you, Delete or Ugarte, mark Saliba. Pinpoint those people that is going to cause us problem. I know Declan Rice is taking corner, and I know Odegaard will take the next corner. So I know the people that is going to be,
unless he play Merino, another person that is a threat.
I know people that are going to be aerial threats. So if you have our strongest man marking the aerial threats, it's not supposed to be a problem. But like I said, concentration. But Ahmad, Bruno, Ugarte, Mainoo must play this match. Must. It's a must. Amorim, watch out, they must play, because if they don't, if there's any change in that midfield, a slight change, even if you remove Mainoo and play Eriksen, we're done for.
Wow.
Or play, so there must be no change.
So for Man U to win, your prediction?
2-1.
For Man U to lose?
2-0. Arsenal.
My opinion, my prediction is 1-1. 1-1. I feel like a 1-1 draw because of the absence of Saka and the rest. 1-1 draw for my position, Manchester United versus Arsenal. Now, having said all that, this is where we wrap it up for today. Thank you very much to Tochi, who gave us his time out of his busy schedule to be here with us. And also, Tochi, say something to my fans now.
Okay. NKspeakspodcast is more of a place where you come and just entertain yourself. You speak truth about what you love. About football. You like everything about football. It's a place where you can tell your other fans, these are the problems you are seeing, and they will relate with you about it. So NKspeakspodcast is that platform whereby fans could fall in love with club, even though for people that don't watch ball, you can fall in love. When you see someone talking passionately about this, you're like, who be this Chelsea? Who be this Copa myself? You will browse them before you know. Don't fall in love with the player. So that's the thing.
Definitely. It's a football diary, eye-opening reaction, thoughts, and opinion of football fans here and everywhere. And during the course of this video, do not forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, NKspeakspodcast. And don't forget, we're on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. All you need to do is just hashtag on NKspeakspodcast, and you find our updates every weekend or every post. Have a nice day and Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, Tochi.
Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year.
Good to see you. Thank you. All right. Happy New Year. Have a nice time.
And they play like Messi. And they even play past Messi. Me no go move low, no go there.